We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Get ready for Diamondbacks baseball. Next. Madison Bumgarner gets the start for Arizona in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Quite frankly, one of the toughest and baddest dudes in the game of baseball. We all remember coming in Game 7 of the World Series against the Kansas City Royals. Every team thinks that they have an ace. Well, guess what? This guy is a true, legitimate ace. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. It does have the straight changeup, and just in case you didn't know this, the guy can swing the bat a little bit too. One of the best pitchers in the game.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. Marte is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting second.
With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, I'm really impressed with what Wilson Contreras is doing. He's hit 5 home runs in his last 10 games, so he's got to be oozing with confidence right now. He's the guy in that lineup that these pitchers have to hold down if they're going to even try to be successful.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Marte is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out.
Batting third, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
At the plate, Javier Baez, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for strike 1. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. The pitch. Popped him up. And it'll wind up hanging just long enough for him to run it down. And with that, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at it. No score. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery. Has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider. Will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early if he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts. It's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Quick turnaround after a short little homestand, Matty. 4-2, though. They played well, taking 4 out of the 6 games they had to in front of the home crowd. They walk into this environment on the road today looking to set the tone for this road trip.
Ground ball left side. And that's through for a hit. He's around first, heading for 2.
Batting second, the shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Into the box now, Nick Ahmed, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's 0 for 7. That's That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. Marte stands at second with no outs. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time, laid off for ball 1. You see the average starting play at .318, 7 homers and 19 driven in. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, there's a lot of people hoping to see a turnaround from Ketel Marte. I thought they might get a lot more production out of him this year, but I look at the numbers with runners in scoring position, and his batting average is less than .250 in those spots. If you're a guy expected to drive in runs, you're going to have to hit a lot better than that.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's set. The 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Still no score. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner.
Wilson Contreras.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's the ball.
Contreras, a 27-year-old. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0.
Three and 0 now. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. To short. Ahmed has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout, but here's another look at it. Wow, tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really...
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Peralta. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
2 out, nobody on. One and 1 to Schwarber. this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0 for 4 line. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Rizzo hits a little over the 270 mark. Here it comes, 1-0.
That's the ball. 2-0 to count.
2 out with the man at first. Two and one after the foul ball there.
Come on, D-backs.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
2 men on, 2 out, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Two down, runners at first and second. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
1-1.
Here's the 1-1. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
Swing and a miss, got him reaching. And that ends the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Bottom of the inning now. Ready now, Eduardo Escobar. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner. Strike 1. Ball 1.
That's down. Ball.
1-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And now a pitch on the way. Fouled away. The 1-2.
Ball. 2-2.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
At the plate now, Christian Walker. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Digging in, Stephen Vogt. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball. One ball, no strike.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. And it's fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward is there, 2 down.
Batting eighth, the second baseman,
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Ildemaro Vargas. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. In there, 1-1. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off. Another one sent foul. 1-2. Here it is. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. A 1-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Arizona. Will move to the third with no score.
Welcome back to Arizona, where the hometown Diamondbacks have given these fans a lot to cheer about from the pitching mound this season. Entering the day, they rank in the upper echelon of several pitching categories, and that doesn't go unnoticed around the clubhouse. One of the position players told me, our pitching staff has a calming influence on the entire team. We know they're going to keep us in games, and flat out, they just get the job done, and that helps everyone play more relaxed and confident. It appears this group of pitchers is a real cornerstone of this ball club, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat. Yu Darvish is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning.
now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. Two and 0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3 and 0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Hit on the ground toward the left. Ahmed fields it cleanly. On to first, and Bumgarner's rolling right through him here. 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs' half of the third. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The pitch. And right into the shift, but foul. Here's another 1-2.
That's inside. That's the ball.
High in the air out to center field. Peralta on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now. Coming to the plate now, Madison Bumgarner.
The pitcher, Madison.
First pitch of the at-bat. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
Here's Starling Marte as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. No one out with a runner at second. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. First time up, he went down looking. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
1-2.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 4,
Striding in, Ketel Marte. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set and the pitch. Down the first baseline. Rizzo is there. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. So stepping in, Javier Baez 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And now a pitch on the way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
1-1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get to count your favorite. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. And he puts it on the ground to second. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. First pitch coming. Here it is. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1-2 to count.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here it comes. Pitch popped straight up. Bumgarner is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Next will be the cleanup hitter, David Peralta. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Schwarber is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. So here's Eduardo Escobar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Out in front of it, strike 1. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. In there, strike 2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. Both guys pretty close. Top speeds of 95 and 94. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Christian Walker. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Toward the gap in right center, this is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Running hard, he's digging for second.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
So now to the plate, Stephen Vogt fouled off. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready with the 0-1.
Tag 2. No ball, 2 strikes.
Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. Kyle Schwarber is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Schwarber connects and sends a ball to deep right field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
The first baseman, number 44.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate.
Rizzo.
And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Fouled away. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Peralta's under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Cubs, the pitcher,
Standing in, Yu Darvish. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. And back in Phoenix as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
All right, Heidi, thank you. A shot to second base and handled for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and the pitcher Madison Bumgarner will bat next. Here's the first pitch to him. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
up next for the Diamondbacks, the right fielder, Starling Marte.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Starling Marte. And now a pitch on the way.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking the zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Contreras is there, and the side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They still trail 1-0. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Chris Bryant. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's the ball.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Now a cut fastball finds the target. 2-1. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Into the box now, Jason Kipnis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
A ball and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Sent on the ground out to second. And Kipnis is going to reach on a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
And that's through into left field for a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, D-Row, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving. Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Into the gap in left center. This is down, and it'll head for the wall. 1 run scores. This will kick up against the wall now. 2 runs have scored. It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score.
Some guys just rise to the occasion when the lights are the brightest, and he's definitely in that category. He's been a clutch hitter all year, and here's another in a long line of clutch ABs.
Yeah, and that adds 3 more ribbies to his already impressive total. Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move here, so that'll do it tonight for Madison Bumgarner. Just 5 innings of work for him here as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Mike Leake takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Weak roller right side. He's got it. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
Now batting, left fielder,
Kyle Schwarber will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. First delivery to him on the way.
Down, ball.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ready with the 1-0. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2. Count.
3 runs already home here. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
At the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Leake benefits from the fact that he throws a lot of strikes, doesn't walk many batters. However, there have been occasions where he's been hit around a bit.
And that's one of the keys when you're managing a guy like this. If he's on, you're going to see him attack hitters, and when he's not, he's more prone to giving up base hits, so you have to have the bullpen ready if it's one of those days that he doesn't have it.
Hit out towards second. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Cubbies are in front, 4-0. Up next for Arizona, Nick Ahmed. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Behind 0-2 now.
Timeout.
And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
No, that missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped him up. Contreras shading to his right. 1 down. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in once again, Ketel Marte. 0-for-2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
So 2 away for the D-backs here in the 6th. And up next, the outfielder David Peralta. And he gets ahead 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard. Foul. Pulled toward right center field. Hayward has a read on it. And that's the 3rd out. Diamondbacks down in order. They're down 4-0. All set for the start of the inning. Standing in, Ian Happ. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Ian Happ.
Hard hit to first. Fielded cleanly. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And he popped him up. Walker has room in foul territory, but this will land untouched. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Darvish is retired. 2 down now. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They lead it 4-0.
7th inning stretch.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
The third baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. At the knees, strike 1. Swing, and he popped him up. Over in foul territory back behind third. Bryant is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
Now back, first baseman, Christian Walker.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Walker. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. In there, 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Happ calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the catcher.
Ready once again, Stephen Vogt 0 for 2 for him to this point. Darvish pauses. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Here it comes, 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail here 4-0. Coming to the plate now, Jason Kipnis. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Jason Kipnis.
Now here's the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
No strike.
The pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2. Javier Baez will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The 3-2 one more time. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
And he takes ball 1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
Digging in and looking for more, Wilson Contreras. And he had that big 3-run bases clearing double in his last trip to the plate.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Good pitch there on the inside, Black called the strike. None out, runners at first and second. Drilled on the ground to short, and a backhanded try into the hole at short, but this gets on by. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. And they will tag him out in a rundown, and that is Bonehead City right there. So coming to the plate, Jason Hayward. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Marte arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Struck him out. You talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat. He gets out of the jam, and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. So striding forward now, Ildemaro Vargas. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
1-2.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. And the pitch. high in the air out to center field. Happ is right there, one down.
Now back.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Domingo Leyba will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
1-1.
Swinging a soft liner. And there are 2 away now. Digging in next will be Starling Marte. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
To the plate now, Nick Ahmed down the left field line and deep. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate. Good command of the off-speed pitches. Very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Stephon Crichton enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Now to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Leading off the Cubs, the first baseman, number 44.
From the stretch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. The 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Another 0-2 coming. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
1-2.
The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2.
2-2.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Good battle, count remains full. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
The batter, the center fielder.
Settling in now, Ian Happ. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
The 1-0. Swinging a high chopper. One there. On to first, the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Digging in, Yu Darvish. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Chris Bryant. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit to short. On to second for the 4th out, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs, but they're in front 4-0. So striding in, Ketel Marte. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Well, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic. Watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, David Peralta. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. This is pulled into right. Hayward is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
The third baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
So digging in now, Eduardo Escobar. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
And it's fouled away. Here it comes on 1-1.
Ball. 2-1.
Runner on first with 2 away. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Arizona down to its last strike. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
4-0 the score tonight. Chicago used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Yu Darvish earns his 6th winning decision in this one. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.